I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
This weekend, the novel that dominated the bestseller charts is making the leap from page to screen, with Emily Blunt in the middle of a murderous mystery as the girl on the train. And in the tradition of David Fincher's Gone Girl, it looks like it'll be an erotic, suspenseful thriller packed with unpredictable twists that Alfred Hitchcock himself would be proud of. But Hitchcock was probably rolling in his grave over another erotic mystery that proved far less successful, the 1994 Bruce Willis thriller Color of Night. In the same year that saw Bruce slicing up hillbilly rapists with a samurai sword, he was having far more pleasant sexual encounters in this suspenseful tale, which was one of many 90s sex-filled thrillers to come out in the wake of Paul Verhoeven's mega hit, Basic Instinct. But where audiences came out of Basic Instinct drooling over Sharon Stone's beaver, they came out of Color of Night laughing their asses off, with the film bombing financially and critically, and being nominated for 8 Razzies, but winning the biggest award of the night for Worst Picture. However, its director's cut ended up being one of the most rented videos of 1995. So I'm sure that means this movie is actually a hidden gem in the tradition of Brian De Palma. Who the fuck am I kidding? It was because of adolescent boys jerking it to the sex scenes and nudity. So if anything, this movie will at least have plenty of steamy and sexy nudity for both men and women to enjoy. Yeah, take that wig off, Bruce. Oh yeah, baby! Your cue ball gives me blue balls. But first, we're introduced to our lead character, New York City psychologist Bill Kappa, played by Bruce Willis, who is seen having a session with his patient Michelle, looking like a transvestite Johnny Ramone, recreating the suicide scene from Lethal Weapon. But her suicidal urges get the best of her, and Michelle leaps to her death from her doctor's office. Michelle! And the sight of her bleeding body leaves Kappa so traumatized that he can now no longer see the color red. So he tries to clear his mind by flying to Los Angeles to visit his friend Bob, played by Scott Bakula, who is himself a therapist that conducts a group therapy session with other psychologically traumatized people. And seeing as this group has both Lance Henriksen and Brad Dourif, not to mention Miss Scarlet from the Clue movie, I'm sure these guys are a shining example of great mental health.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! You promiscuous cunt! Black, emotional hole!
So as Bill stays in Bob's house, Bob tells him he's been receiving anonymous death threats, which he thinks is coming from one of the patients in the Monday group. And one night, this mystery killer makes good on his promise and stabs Bob to death. Oh, I've been stabbed in the stomach. How could this get any worse? Oh, come on!
I did not see that coming!
So Kappa breaks the news of Bob's death to the group, and they ask him to take Bob's place, which Kappa reluctantly agrees to. And as he stays in his dead friend's house and begins to receive the same death threats that Bob did, Kappa finds relief by falling in love with a girl named Rose, played by Jane March.
So, are we eating in or are you taking me out?
Well, how about we split the difference and I eat out your pussy?
Hey now!
Now this all seems like the setup for a classic Hitchcockian thriller. The opening setup is straight out Hitchcock. The camera shots are straight out of Hitchcock. But how about we just remove the hitch and leave the cock, which is what this movie fucks you up the ass with. Instead of being a twisty, suspenseful mystery, this flick is an overblown heap of unintentional hilarity. And nothing shows this better than the twist ending. Spoiler alert, but trust me, you need to hear this. One of the group therapy members is a troubled teenage boy named Richie.
Richie has a gender identity problem.
No shit, he has a gender identity problem. He looks like Tilda Swinton in the David Bowie story. And unless you happen to be blind, it should come as no shock that Richie is actually a woman in disguise. That woman happening to be Bruce Willis's girlfriend, Rose. Because her brother Richie killed himself 4 years ago. And her other brother, Dale, has been holding her hostage to replace Richie for the past 4 years. While she's also developed another personality named Bonnie, who's not only fucked Scott Bakula, but all the other patients in the therapy group.
This is my girlfriend. This is Bonnie.
This is my Bonnie.
This is my bun.
Oh my god! This twist ending is stupid!
So stupid!
But even though I've ruined this ending for you, do not let that discourage you from missing out on one fascinating train wreck of a movie. Because even with all these melodramatic plot twists and overcooked lines of hard-boiled dialogue, the cast is still giving this material its all. Bruce Willis gives a solid performance. Jane March actually tries her damnedest to make her three characters distinct from each other. Not to mention she's got that ass dough. And the rest of the cast is full of dependable character actors doing solid work, including Ruben Blades as the high-strung, crazy cop, hanging around Kappa as he solves his friend's murder. He yells and flips out like he's a Mexican Nicolas Cage in Bad Policia, Port of Call Puerto Vallarta.
Shut it down, okay?
Can't do that.
Shut it down, chingada! Don't be an asshole! Find another fucking set of wombats to exploit!
And though it can drag over its 140 minutes, Color of Night is still a never-ending parade of absurdity, which is worthwhile watching for bad movie fans. And now, if you want something actually scary with Bruce Willis in it, then go and listen to his album! No one will be seated for the last 3 minutes of this review, so as not to reveal the shocking twist ending of the awfully good drinking game. Take a shot or drink every time they say the name of Bruce Willis's character.
Hi, I'm Bill Kappa.
You a Kappa?
Hello, this is Bill Kappa.
Ah yes, Kappa, the 10th letter of the Greek alphabet. I believe it stands for actor who makes the same fucking face on his movie posters nowadays. A nail is fired from a nail gun in the ending. Holy shit, did you really just try killing yourself with a nail gun? Even if that was loaded, I'm pretty sure that wouldn't fucking kill you. You would end up looking like this.
Really hard.
A fight breaks out during a therapy session.
Fuck you!
You know, I've been to group therapy myself, so I don't think it's normal during a session to want to chant out, Jerry, 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 and take a double shot for the 2 times Bruce Willis says,
I do not like guns. I don't like guns.
and as someone who's been following Bruce's career, I find that hard to believe. And on the Nudity Watch, you get to see plenty of both T and A, especially in this famous sex scene that Maxim magazine called the best sex scene in film history. Now, I would argue with that decision, Team America, but it does have the best spandex bulge in film history, courtesy of Scott Bakula. I mean, look at how huge that dick is! And no wonder he could never make the quantum leap home. His dick was too big to carry across time and space!
Oh, boy.
On the enjoyableness continuum scale from Bull to Bruce, Color of Night has way more laughs than any given episode of Bruno the Kid, and thrills its way to a 7 out of 10. Now to conduct my own color blindness test, can any of you viewers tell me what this card says? I'm Jesse Shea for JoBlo.com, and I know that this movie has taught me a very valuable lesson. What sound Bruce Willis makes when he ejaculates.